Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are from Group 1 are going to present Lab 7 from the Computer Workshop Lab. So for the first part will be presented by Balkis Bahira, and the second part will be presented by me, Putra Adlansyah, and the question will be presented by Haikal.
Yes.
So let me present for the first part. Okay. This is the circuit that we had create. So we have battery, resistor and ground. Then we connect it with wire. So to get the result, we need to change the voltmeter, which is Vs, followed by the value that given in the table. So first we insert the number 2 volt, and we run the program. Then we got for current, we got for 2 volt, we got 20 milliampere. Okay, so after we got all the result, we just change the volt value here. Okay, then after that we just put the value into the table. Then we plot the graph. This is the graph that we got. Okay, the graph that we got is linear graph. So it means we will get the constant number of slope, which is it shows resistance. So here is the calculation to find the slope. The formula is M equal to R, which is resistor, V6 minus V1 divided by I6 minus I1. So we got 100 ohm, which is same with the value of the resistor. Okay.
So that's all
That's it.
from part 1. So I'm going to continue for second part. So the procedure tells us to construct a circuit. This one circuit, and so we are going to construct it. No, we had construct the circuit, which is this one. Okay. So this is the circuit that we had constructed in the second part. So here are the value that were given, which is 10 volt for the source, and the resistor, the 4 resistor needed. So I'm going to split it out like this one, so it is easier for us to see. So for the for table 4, we are required to measure the voltage at AB, which is here AB, BC, AD, DC, BD, and AC. So we have to place the probe here for AB, for BC here, AD is here, AD, VD, we must put it like this. And AC like this. So these are the probe that need to be placed and we must run to get the value. So this is the value uh, this is the value for each voltage difference needed. So it is 5 point, so this is the value. And if we can calculate it manually using the theory, we also get this value. So for the next procedure, we have to measure the current for AB, CB, AD, CD, and FA. So we have to using probe again, but this one we have to use the current probe, which is for AB. It is here, and CB, it is here, because the current flow, the current flow is like this, so we have to put it here. And AD is here, and CD is here, and FA is here. So this is the value that we get, and we table it in this table, tabulate the data. And also if we calculate it manually using the theory, we got the value in the calculated section. So these are the calculation. And also we are we need to get the voltage difference in certain loop, which is loop A B C E F A, loop A B D A, loop B D C B, and loop A B C D A. So if we calculate the voltage difference using Kirchhoff voltage law, we will get the value here. And also for the last procedure, we need to verify the Kirchhoff current law by adding the current at nodes A, B, C, D. So if we add the current at node A, B, C, D, we will get the value here in multisim section. And if we calculate the value using the theory, we will get the value in calculated section. So this are this is for part 2. So I will proceed with the question part with Haikal. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. I'm going to show you the question part. Alright, this is the question. There's got a total of 5 questions that we answer. So let me explain the first one. The first one is explain why a ground is necessary when wiring a circuit in MultisimLive. Okay, a way to define a point common to all voltage is the notion F ground. This reflects 0 volts. As compared to ground, all voltage level across the circuit are positive or negative. So this is the ground, and if a circuit is ungrounded or poorly grounded, it cannot be simulated even if it does not require grounding in reality. Okay, so that is the first one. We proceed to the question 2. The question 2 is explain what is the use of voltage reference in measurement. As we know, a voltage reference is a precision system explicitly designed to maintain a constant output voltage while we adjusting parameters such as ambient or supply voltage temperatures. Okay, so for question 3, we need to explain how you measure current in a DC circuit. So to measure current using MultisimLive by clicking current probe, uh, this is the probe that we need to place into the circuit like Azlan show it. So probe in the analysis and notion bin. So we need to place the probe on a wire to measure the current flow at point AB, CB, AD, CD and FA. Then we need to run the simulation to get the value. So for question 4, compare the values of resistance obtained with Ohm's law and slope of the V1 VI plot. Comment on your results. Okay, this is like Bahira says, the value of resistance obtained with Ohm's law is 100 ohm and slope of the V1 plot is 100 ohm. So both are the same due to the slope also obey the same rule, which is Ohm's law equation of gradient. So the last one is, how could you tell if the resistance are linear or not? Like we do the part 1, we got the linear. So the resistance are linear because IV curve is straight line. In this case, we got 0.1 ohm. So that's all for question, and there is several conclusions that we can conclude in this lab. There's 4 points that we can learn from this lab. For the first one, we are able to measure voltage and current in DC using MultisimLive that we practice for part 1 and part 2. Then we know that Kirchhoff voltage law states the algebraic sum of the potential difference in any loop be equal to 0. Alright, there's 4 points for conclusion. I think that's all for presentation for this lab.